like the Great Falls, is the bedrock of my life.
That's realistic, and then that is most Bills fans on a losing Monday morning.
If you're gonna serve wings at ranch, I don't want to do business with you. I get up and leave, even if I don't get the wings. It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck me.
All right, and welcome everybody to the BUFFALLUMINATI Podcast. We are back here in 2024, and we're going to try some new stuff. Jake, along with your co-host Jeff. Jeff, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited to tap into something new.
Yeah, me too. We took a little bit of a hiatus. We're trying to figure out some new stuff to bring to the people, some new and different content. And so today I thought that we'd take a look at Bruce Almighty. Came out in 2003, starring Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman. And it's set in Buffalo. And I just think we could take a look and see how close it is to Buffalo, what Hollywood got right, what they got wrong, and see if Bruce's experience is the same as your typical Western New Yorker.
Yeah, man, exactly. We're going to tap in and see how much of the Buffalo stuff is authentic. I remember liking the movie back in the day, but I don't remember how much Buffalo was in it. I don't recall too much, so we're about to see.
Yeah, same. I don't think I've seen this movie in at least 10 years, so let's jump into it and see what we got. Tom Shadyac, he also directed Ace Ventura and Liar Liar.
Why do you hate me?
That makes sense.
And speed. For 3 decades,
It's
the
never
Kraus
existed.
family bakery.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres
There
lost again last night.
John Murphy, Buffalo
Legend.
broadcasting legend.
And then I don't think you see him again for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, wasn't he Channel 7's guy, and Bruce works for Channel 7?
Is that what it was? Yeah, like who's calling? What channel is he watching?
I would imagine Channel 7, because that's where he was. Not Bruce, but John Murphy and Bruce. This is a very confusing way to put it. They work for the same station, but one is fictional.
Bruce Nolan is fictional.
And so is this street. This does not exist in Buffalo, New York, with these brownstones.
Oh, you don't know about the famous Buffalo brownstones over there on
Brownstone Ave. I mean, we do have some brownstones, but not like that, where they're all compact, like in New York City. They're like more.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have a
Definitely
little bit
not
more
like
elbow
that.
room than New York City, even in our buildings.
Mm-hmm.
This is my luck. This is my luck.
It's definitely not the Channel 7 building. This is all glass and right in the heart of downtown, kind of on the water. Yeah, so I think that guy in the blue jacket is supposed to be the sports guy.
Oh,
That's your John Murphy right there.
sweeps. And
Please no John Murphy.
He'll never be able to call the Bills games like John Murphy on the radio. Jack gives me Don Paul vibes.
Which one?
Jack, the boss, he gives me John Paul vibes.
Jack might be a piece of shit.
You're right. He's not as nice as Don Paul, but just the...
He might be a piece of shit because if you read between the lines, you can see what he's doing. Like, that's Bruce's problem. He didn't see it. Oh, you get to do the live feeds now, Bruce, because we're promoting Evan to the anchor desk.
And we're going to put you on a boat where you can't, where you'll be far away from the studio. You can't go attack Evan.
Right.
Where are you?
Oh, a little place called the Winner's Circle. I'm at the falls.
He's not at the falls.
No.
Which is sad. Couldn't even get Jim Carrey at the falls for a scene.
Right.
They did get a good shot of the falls, though. I'll give them that, but still.
I mean, show me a bad shot.
Fair enough.
That's a one of the wonders, dude. I don't know how many there are.
7.
Okay. Well, wrestling had me confused.
Yeah.
I
think
thought it
there's
was
like
8 or 9.
21.
What the hell?
Because there's like the natural wonders like the Grand Canyon and the falls, and then there's like the ancient wonders like
Oh yeah, yeah.
the Colosseum, and then there's modern wonders as well, but I don't know what any of those are.
Incident. Susan?
Bruce Nolan is.
Yeah, it would never be an anchor in Buffalo.
I want to see a wider shot of their background on the in the anchor room.
Knows, after 33 years,
See if it's. Oh yeah, that's Buffalo. Look at the electric tower.
I keep looking at the wrong stuff. I'm looking at this lady's shoulders and her wide shoulders and her thin neck. I should be looking at the Buffalo stuff.
Oh, look. It's the owner of the Maid of the Mist. Let's have a talk with him, shall we? Come on in here, Bill. No. Come on.
Did you ever do the Maid of the Mist trip in school, Jeff?
No,
No?
you did it in school as a field trip?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I went to Alcatraz.
You went to Alcatraz?
Or no, what was it? Attica.
Attica, I was going to say. It sounds like a nicer trip than even the falls. Get to go to San Fran?
Yeah, no. That would have been decent.
Or like the Great Falls is the bedrock of my life.
That's realistic, and then that is most
beneath
Bills fans on a losing Monday morning.
WKBW, Wimpy Kitty Baby Whiners. That's what that stands for.
That is the
I'll
actual
see you on Channel 5.
call tag for that station, too. And there is no Channel 5.
It's only like there though. Like it's not on the trucks, it's not on the logo, but it's like outside the building on that one part.
I mean, that 7 Eyewitness News is kind of the other logo that you see, though, a lot.
No, yeah. But you would see the WKBW somewhere.
Right.
Run, man.
I will give a disclaimer to anybody wanting to travel to Buffalo. We don't have roving gangs in the streets quite like that.
Yeah, no, not that I've seen.
Unless you have Kia, in which case, watch out for the Kia boys. But other than that,
And I've painted some gas stations in some bad parts of Buffalo, and they didn't have that kind of activity.
no.
Just like needles out by the dumpster and stuff, but you know, that's everywhere.
Who are you?
I'm the one. Creator of the heavens and the earth. Alpha and Omega.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Bruce. I'm God.
Think you could find God in a abandoned warehouse in Buffalo?
I think there's some drug addicts that think so.
Actually, you climb up the oh my God! If you climb up the wrong grain silo, you might end up meeting God against your will.
Yeah, or any of those buildings.
Yeah. Is God turning this warehouse into loft housing?
It looks like it.
Like in downtown Buffalo. We're gonna take this old warehouse and we're gonna fix it up and make apartments that cost way too much money.
Is that God doing all that
I hope
for
not.
the city?
I hope not.
You know what's the most unrealistic thing about this movie?
What's that?
Is that God ever spent this much time in Buffalo?
Come on, you don't gotta roast the city like that.
I'm not roasting the city. I'm roasting him. Okay. I'm Bruce. He hasn't been paying attention to us.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna end up in one of these warehouse buildings on the 7th floor.
You've been doing a lot of complaining about me, Bruce. Quite frankly, I'm tired of it.
Wait. Don't come near me.
Bruce is all of us challenging God. It's all of Buffalo.
That is true. Part of like the start of his crappy day was the Sabres losing.
Yep. Sabres losing potholes.
Yeah. That New York City traffic that Buffalo's famous for.
Yeah. We got traffic, but it's not quite that bad.
Yeah.
Also, there's an unrealistic detail right there. Potholes would never get fixed that quickly in Buffalo.
Well, it was God, bro.
That's true, yeah. You would need a miracle for the pothole to be fixed that quickly.
And to my point again, God has never spent that much time in Buffalo.
That's a beautiful shot of downtown right there. Albeit quick.
They did something right, and then they went back to...
Yep. That would be the Lake Effect Diner if it was filmed in Buffalo. But actually, I think they're even closed now, aren't they?
Oh shit, that's the owner of Airport Plaza. That's Don from Airport Plaza Jewelers.
It's not, but yeah, it doesn't.
It's tomato.
Where's the rubber chicken?
I watch the free giveaways every Thursday, dude.
Yeah.
7 p.m.
Also, I do want to say that if you want a very classic diner experience, this is available in Buffalo a lot, including that old waitress. What can I get you, hon?
It's true. We have a lot of great diners.
Yeah. It's great food.
Diners here are like pizza places.
Yeah.
Like mom and pop pizza places. Like,
Excuse me, I need a spoon. It's okay, I found one.
come on, Don. Just want to deal on a great diamond.
Yeah,
This is a great shot of the outer harbor there. They've developed it a lot, though, since this movie.
Thanks, Terry and Kim.
I want to see if you can see the
Can I ask why?
naval shipyard.
Yes, you can. That's the beauty of it.
City Hall.
Isn't that City Hall? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
City
they
Hall,
still aren't.
It's either the Hotel Lafayette or the Statler. I cannot remember which one off the top of my head right now.
Speaking of amazing.
And they are still not actually there.
Yep.
What do they got buoys for?
Holy sh-
What?
cow.
What do they got buoys in the water
If we're
for?
through with these, I think I'll
Ship
keep them.
track?
Do we have buoys in the water? Okay.
See you
Oh my
around.
I don't know.
God. We got to get you out more.
Where you going?
None of this is Buffalo. None of these stores.
That's another unrealistic thing is there's not people as attractive as Jim Carrey, Jennifer Aniston, and that other girl that got her dress blown up. Just walking around Buffalo. These are very Hollywood people.
Sidewalks are not that nice.
Yeah. We do have random alleys like this, though, like very city.
Yeah.
This looks more like Buffalo than like his actual home street.
Not filled with gangbangers and they're a lowrider, though.
No. Find some cats and some people on break smoking from whatever restaurant, bar, hotel.
It's El Diablo.
Hey, don't forget your parting gifts.
It's the plague.
Yeah, locusts. We don't have locusts, but we do have cicadas, like a motherfucker in the summer.
It's fine.
See on top of Buffalo City Hall?
No,
What was
I'm
that?
not sure what that was.
Yeah, it was
Make his way. Ho.
you do that in an apartment, you're definitely being told to shut the fuck up.
So that old lady's coming out.
Yep.
His old lady neighbor, like in The Mask. It's definitely messing with the atmosphere now.
Yep.
Can't do that.
Gonna just make it snow more.
Can't defy science, God. You made it.
It's against the rules.
I mean, do they look bigger to you?
What? No. Bigger.
The people hate on me for putting ketchup on eggs. What's it? He's all he's got on the plate is like fruit and bread. He's just dipping bread in ketchup. But I can't put ketchup on mac and cheese or I'm an asshole. He's deep
I would say
dipping
the
wheat bread.
interiors of the houses, or like his apartment, is very Buffalo, like just kind of antiquated, like the old Victorian. But then people try to zhuzh it up and make it modern. The 10th fresh coat of paint.
Nice car, man. Yeah, it gets me from A to B.
You would never drive that car in Buffalo. You destroy it in the winter, and then the potholes every other time of year.
Yeah, the potholes 1 month after they pave the streets.
Yeah.
This is Phil Seidelman reporting from the Police Canine Training Center, Channel 5 News. And cut it.
You suck and Channel 5's not real.
Hey, look what the cat coughed up.
WIEW.
Woo!
Wee.
I will say that
Body
place
of
looks a
Jimmy
little bit
Hoffa was
Buffalo-like,
uncovered in a field today
wherever they were
outside
for
of a
that.
canine training center
This-
in Buffalo, New York. Bruce
Yeah, I don't know.
Snell
What is
was
it?
the
Canine
first.
Training Center?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jane.
It's not actually Buffalo, but like, yeah, just.
Yeah. I mean, but that's,
Also, I totally believe that
generic.
Jimmy Hoffa would be buried in Buffalo just because that's where you'd never find him. Everyone
That's
thinks he's
true.
under Yankee Stadium or whatever the hell,
yeah, I think it was Mets Stadium
or Mets.
or
Stadium.
Giants Stadium. I don't even know. Oh, yeah. But he's really buried under the Ralph.
Yeah.
That's why he'll never be found until 2026. After they tear.
Why wouldn't you do wings?
Huh?
So why wouldn't you do wings?
Dude, that's what I was saying thinking in the beginning with the cookie thing. And he's like, and then he tries to encapsulate, or he tries to say
I mean, we do
Buffalo
have
is
a
the
lot of
cookie,
different
and
cook-offs, and like I'm sure you could find a couple different good chili cook-offs in Buffalo, but
it's just a lot of generic stuff because they don't want to actually do any filming or actual education on what Buffalo's about.
yeah, it's not the plot; it's the setting.
Yeah, I mean they threw us a bone with
Yeah.
John Murphy being in,
Where
and
the hell is this in Buffalo?
Sabres
I wanna
reference.
know. Where can I go to get this experience in Buffalo? Love to find a place this quiet in the Tri-County area.
it's over in Cheektowaga, dude. I don't know.
This is clearly Clarence. Fun fact about this movie: it landed Steve Carell his role in The Office, where he would later film actually in Niagara Falls for Jim and Pam's wedding there.
Yeah.
If I rule
Oh shit. I don't know who that is, but I feel like it's somebody.
Tony Bennett. Oh my God.
Piece of shit. It's not Tom Jones. Not Burt Bacharach.
Each one of those names are legends in their own right.
I
I would pay
botched
a lot
it,
of money to see any of them,
for sure.
especially if they came to Buffalo. Like it would be so highly unlikely, especially.
I know. You're like, what are you doing here?
Bruce! Hey, who do you like in the game tonight?
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Okay.
Coach prays a lot. Lindy Ruff.
Lindy Ruff, shout out. I think that he was probably one of the best coaches, but I don't know if that's just from nostalgic bias or actual.
I mean, one of our best coaches, certainly.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean for the Sabres. I don't know about in the league.
And the world as we know it may be coming to an end.
Girl's gone mad.
What news channel is he watching? They're about to do the news.
The Sabres just won the Stanley Cup.
Sabres just won the Stanley Cup.
Woo!
What?
You're not John Murphy. You're a phony.
We're about to uncork some champagne because the Sabres have won their first championship.
It's pretty foul to do that to us, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, because look at, they were holding the trophy. Even if it was actors, they were wearing the, oh my God. Bruce
Cursed us.
Almighty, curse the Sabres. And he's Canadian. He loves hockey. He should know. He should know. Oh my God.
Probably a fucking Maple Leafs fan.
Come on, Bruce. Say something.
I just cursed the Buffalo Sabres.
No, ladies and gentlemen, not really a fan.
I'm a Senators guy.
And look what you did to Buffalo, Bruce Nolan.
In fairness, if the Sabres won the Stanley Cup, that is what it looked like. Stanley Cup, Super Bowl win.
Yeah, but yeah, we would only be rioting about the Stanley Cup or the win, not only won $17 in the lottery.
Yeah, rolling blackouts because of that meteor. It was, hold on. There we go. All right, Jeff, so that was Bruce Almighty. What'd you think? Thoughts, comments, critiques?
No, I thought it was decent. I mean, Jim Carrey's a legend, a really great cast, Morgan Freeman and everybody. But as far as the Buffalo stuff, not really a lot of that going on, and I don't think they were in Buffalo at all. So, got to give it about a 6.5. And yeah, I mean, the movie itself maybe a 7. Seemed like it was very palatable, made for like everybody, so anybody could watch it. But yeah, not the best film.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you there. From a Buffalo standpoint, accuracy was lacking. And like you said, none of it was filmed. Any scene with an actor was not filmed in Buffalo. It was either green screened in, like the Outer Harbor scene where they're walking on the water, or even the Maid of the Mist was green screened in. And I kind of found that disappointing, especially with a big Hollywood blockbuster like this was for the time. I mean, you got all this money, all this star power. I feel like you could have done a live shoot at the Maid of the Mist, and it would have been, really good, especially since that scene is kind of like a pillar, just like the Evan Baxter scene, which, again, I love the WKBW set on that with the background with a really nice shot of downtown Buffalo. And I'm glad that they actually used a shot of downtown Buffalo rather than just some generic city shot. But, yeah, I mean, those two scenes are very pivotal. in the movie, and I feel like, just having that little extra shooting in Buffalo. But I also realized that Buffalo isn't really wasn't the movie hub that it is now. We got a lot of movies that are shot in Buffalo, like Nightmare Alley and Ninja Turtles, and I'm sure we'll watch some of those and critique those as well. But it's a little bit different when you see a lot of like Hollywood set and like Hollywood backlot type of stuff going on. And I think I would agree with your 6.5 with the realism, because they did get some things right, like WKBW, and the shots of Buffalo were really good and well done. You got a sense of the city. So
Right, John Murphy, Sabres. I mean, they did do a little bit, but
right, yeah, and with John Murphy and this, yeah,
you could have had any other Buffalo cameo, but like I said, it seemed like they were just going for very
2000s comedy movie.
Yeah, like they had their plan, they were sticking to it. Buffalo was not. Buffalo was the location, but not really the theme
Right.
of the movie, which is understandable because the theme was a lot bigger than that.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was decent. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie as far as like like you said, it's a good comedy movie, good for everybody. And I think I mentioned while we were watching it that it was the 5th highest grossing comedy movie of all time until Barbie came out last year, and so now it's number 6. But I mean, that in and of itself is pretty cool, especially since it does have a Buffalo tie to it. That means there's a bunch more people that know about the city, even just a little bit, that didn't before.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it's a good movie, but like you said, it's Buffalo's the setting. It's not the story, and the story was good. The jokes were good, acting, everything, and it's the same director that did Liar Liar and Ace Ventura, so just all of Jim Carrey's
Makes
comedy
sense.
hits. So yeah, I mean, that's our first reaction. Bruce Almighty, first episode of 2024, BUFFALLUMINATI in the books. And yeah, we'll come at you next time with some new reactions to other Buffalo stuff and some new episodes. Probably cover playoff season here now that we're getting into it and the Bills are actually there. So stay tuned on the BUFFALLUMINATI. Jake with your co-host Jeff signing off.